The Lakers have been the hottest team in the NBA the past couple of weeks, but they are still at the 9 seed currently. Do you think they have a path out of the play-in, or do they at least have a path to avoid being the bottom of the play-in?
Okay, so this is what's so interesting. The Mavs, Suns, and Pelicans have 45 wins. The Kings and Lakers have 44 wins. So it sounds super close, but it's not. Because you can make up wins, you can't make up losses, right? So the wins don't matter that much. What matters is the losses. The Mavs have 30 losses. The Suns, Pelicans, Kings have 31 losses. The Lakers have 33 losses. Okay? And the Lakers are the 9 seed. So the question is, the Lakers cannot realistically pass 2 teams and get out of the play-in. But you guys know how important I think it is for them to be in the 7-8 part of the play-in versus the 9-10. Can they catch one team? So you go through it and you realize it's harder than you think. So the Kings are the team that I think folks believe they have the best chance of catching. The problem with the Kings is the Lakers lost the tiebreaker to them. So if the Kings and Lakers finish with the same record, the Kings get the higher seed, right? The Suns, the Lakers have the tiebreaker with, but they're playing great basketball right now. They had this really tough stretch of games, but then, they got Denver without Jokic, and so that made it not quite as tough. Are they going to... The Suns, probably not going to catch them. So the team people need to be watching is the New Orleans Pelicans. The Lakers right now have the tiebreaker with New Orleans, and in the final game of the year, they play New Orleans. So what the Lakers need is to play one game better than New Orleans the rest of the way, and then beat New Orleans in the final game of the year. So if you think the Lakers can go, they've got 5 left, 4-1, right? So they're home for Cleveland, home for Minnesota, home for Golden State, at Memphis, at New Orleans. Say they lose Minnesota, which is the second night of a back-to-back, and they win the other games, and they're 48-34. What that means is you need New Orleans to lose 2 of the following: home for San Antonio, at the Suns, at the hopeless Blazers, at the Kings, at Golden State on the second night of a back-to-back. And then they obviously play the Lakers. So if you're hoping the Lakers can move up from 9, at Phoenix, at Sacramento, at Golden State, those 3 games for New Orleans, you need them to lose 2 of them. And you need the Lakers to take care of business and only lose once more the rest of the way. If that happens, they can move up to the 7-8 game and I think go on a real run. If they are stuck in the 9-10 spot and they have to win just to move on to game 2 of the play-in, and then win a road game just to move on to the actual playoffs, to then play a rested for a week 1 seed, no matter who that is, that path I think is not viable. They've got to move up at least 1 spot. If you are in the 9-10 spot, what you basically have to do is win 6 of 9 to get out of round 1. Your back-to-back play-in games, and then 4 of 7 without home court advantage, without a rest advantage at all against a 1 seed. Too hard. So the Lakers are playing great. LeBron is playing out of his mind, but that start to the season, 24-25, right now looms incredibly large. And the Kings, all those Kings games that they just absolutely, game 3 of the season, they lose in overtime to the Kings. Then they lose, the Kings beat them by 15, the Kings beat them by 10, the Kings beat them by 13. Going 0-4 against the Kings could be the difference in the whole year. You win one of those games, and you're tied with the Kings in the standings. You win two of them, and you're the 5 seed right now. Just a brutal spot. Hey, thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button to get more from the show, and make sure to click the bell to get notified every time new content drops. Check out full episodes of What's Right wherever you get your podcasts, or just click the link in the description below.